The slides are up here. I guess the question really at hand is what happened in the UK absolutely is it inevitable? Is that what is going to happen to the Canadian market? And I'm here to say that I'm not sure that that's necessarily the case, but I'm also here to say the jury's out. And frankly, whether or not that happens, in my personal belief, has a lot to do with the people that are in this room. One of the things you look at is it took 40 years for that to happen over there. And a lot of other things happened in that same time frame. And so we're at this point where that has not happened here yet. Yep, some of the trends are there. It's starting to happen. But what happens from here is very much an open book. And I find it fascinating that there is so much technology that wasn't available even 10 years ago, never mind 20 and 30, that's now just really starting to open up. And what does that mean? We don't know. Nobody knows how that's going to change the world. But I'm starting my presentation with, most of you know of me and Navicom as being the voice of the customer, and that really hasn't changed. But just for fun, for the purpose of this presentation, instead of talking about empowered customers, which we know they are, increasingly we are as consumers, let's talk about the empowered broker. But I left a question mark there because I think it remains to be seen whether, in fact, you are going to take advantage of the opportunities that are clearly there versus not. In the interest of time, I'm not going to spend a lot of time about what already is. We know the new normal. We know about mobile. We know about millennial. We know about real-time. So that's the world that we have been plunged into in relatively short order, and increasingly we expect it, we see it, and your industry is no different. Your customers will expect all of the things that they see in other industries to happen when they're buying insurance. And the danger is if ultimately they don't see a service model or a value model that is of appeal to them, then you run the risk of commodity sales, and really that's what's happened in the UK. So insurance marketplace, though, really this is the part that we need to just sort of remind ourselves of. Sorry, this is supposed to fill out itself, but just to hit the high points, we're still regulated here, whereas Neil made a point of saying in the UK a lot of cases there wasn't regulation. So as a result, things maybe can't change as quickly, and maybe that's to our advantage. That gives us some time. However, that said, from a consumer standpoint, the products still remain largely undifferentiated, both in product and service. So that's a major strike against anybody selling insurance, is like how different really is the product or the experience.